I'm about to just show y'all.
Bro, I am so happy. I have goosebumps. I honestly, I could cry.
This is Bali style.
Now, just to see that you went up and you saw Rick and you had a chat, it just makes me so happy to know that you met somebody that's great in this place, bro. And whatever comes from it, I'm sure great things will come from it. Please let me know if there's anything else that I can do. There's so many other people that I can connect you with. I'm just waiting for the naturopath doctor to get back to me. If you want to do some breath work, if you want to do hypnotherapy, if you want to do all these things, dude, I have so many people that I can connect you with. I would love to meet you. I would love to meet you. Monia and I would both love to meet you. If you if you ever do come our way, bro, please let us.
Hey, man. I keep telling people do stuff when you can, while you can, or you'll never, ever get a chance to do them. Like, look at me. If I can have 3 brain surgeries, a double hip replacement, a spinal cord surgery, half my pancreas removed, tumors on my brain, tumors on my spine, mom died in her sleep, dad died in my room right beside me, little brother got found dead beside the house, grandma had a heart attack in the backyard, back to back to back to back. I'm paralyzed from the neck down 3 times. If I can still find ways to enjoy life and be happy, man, people just gotta stop complaining. They just gotta be grateful. I'm gonna enjoy my life. I don't care what's going on. I'm just glad I'm around people that care about me and people that love me. The man literally picked me up and put me on his back and walked me that far over rocks, stairs, and all that. I try to give him a tip too. I try to pay him. He said, no, we are brothers. Man, I don't know when I'm going back to the States. People, when I travel in life, out of these things, I kind of think I know what you're going to say. What's the most important? Is it love, money, respect, time, or health, or freedom? Out of those things. Love, money, respect, time, health, or freedom. What you think is the most important out of those?
Love.
Love.
Without a doubt. Because how could you be respectful to yourself, to the earth, or others if you didn't have some love in your heart? Mm-hmm. Right? Money is energy, as is everything. Einstein told us that everything is energy. He didn't say some things were energy, he said everything. And so, if everything is energy, then we are made of energy. This chair is energy. Mm-hmm. It's vibrating at a lower level, so it's more solid. But if you can see the little wispy smoke of that incense there,
it smells amazing.
That's vibrating at a higher rate. And then you ask yourself, where are the Wi-Fi signals? Where's the radio signals? Where's the television signals? They're all around us. Just because we don't see it doesn't mean to say it's not there.
Energy.
And so it is with who we are at the very core is consciousness. We don't see it, but we can sense and feel it. And we sense and feel it through the heart. The heart is the portal to this infinite consciousness. And so out of consciousness comes wise and intelligent behaviors. And the opposite is true. If there is no conscious there, or very little, we will behave very unwisely and very unintelligently. Look what's happening on our planet. Look at the leadership that we have on our planet these days. And look at the destruction of this beautiful biosphere, the atmosphere, the rainforest. This doesn't make sense that we would destroy the only home we have. That's not very intelligent, not very wise. So the answer to humanity's woes, challenges, is to become more conscious.
Yes.
That's the answer. That's the universal answer. And how do we get there? It is moving from the head to the heart and expressing the values of the heart outwardly. And as we live from that place, we're guided. Ask the heart, what would love do now? And we're guided by that. And then we use the mind to say, okay, give me a bit of structure here. I need a bit of strategy. I need a bit of whatever it is. But we're guided by the heart, and the heart is that portal opening up to consciousness that we are at the core. We're not separate from anything.
Nah, you got me thinking now, because a lot of people tell me, when I travel, I say I'm on a journey for healing, and people tell me I'm healing them. And I say,
You are.
jeez.
You are.
Yeah, they tell me I'm already healed.
You are a mirror.
Oh, man.
Right? If you see, name somebody that you admire, that you really admire. It could be somebody alive or in history. Who would you say you admire?
I recently was reading up on Gandhi. You familiar with him?
Very good.
When he died, they had a picture of all his belongings. It was just like slippers, just a pair of glasses. He only had like 5 things. That's it.
Homespun dhoti.
He got me wanting just live and not care about material things.
Okay.
Just live.
So you see that quality, that's humility, wasn't it?
Yes.
He goes to number 10 Downing Street in a black taxi and gets out with his staff and his white dhoti, and he walks in to see the Prime Minister of England.
Jeez.
A Prime Minister and the history of empire building. Right? And then he went to Manchester and talked to all the manufacturing of clothes who were using their cotton. And you would think they would be opposed to him. That's why he said, everybody must spin their own cotton. You wear a simple dhoti. So we don't want to buy clothes from England. We don't want to send our cotton there and buy expensive, silly clothes that don't fit. So he was an incredibly humble man. How brave was he? Got thrown off a train at one stage. In his movie, you see that. Was it Richard Attenborough or David Attenborough? I can never remember which one.
I got to see that movie. I ain't never seen it.
Yeah. So he's forgiving. He just keeps doing what he's doing. He's brave, courageous. So if you see qualities in Mahatma Gandhi that you admire, you must have them inside you. Otherwise you wouldn't see them. You wouldn't recognize them. Now,
made my day.
Are we all Adolf Hitlers? The same works with if we see things we don't like in people, right? Then we must have those in us as well.
I think Hitler was a genius, though.
He was extraordinary. Look what he did.
Yeah.
Right? But are we all Adolf Hitlers that could exterminate 6 million Jews? I don't think we all have that in it. Got that mosquito, though. Extermination is extermination.
Yes.
Right? It's not how many, it's just the imagery. We got that mosquito.
That was deep.
Right? We took the life out of it. So we may not all be Adolf Hitlers, but we may have a little bit of uncaring, a little bit of self-sabotaging, a little bit of violent thoughts going on. And when we see somebody that we don't like, they're holding up a mirror. And the mirror that you're reflecting is all about love.
Love.
What's love got to do with it? So, talking about money, money is an idea backed by confidence. As long as people are confident that their $100 will give them $100 worth of service or products, then the value stays in money. But as you know, inflation is rampant now. People are paying much more for petrol in America and bread in Lebanon and everything else. So the confidence is waning. The best definition I learned when I was 26 years of age was from a wonderful teacher. And he said the definition of success is the warmth of a person's heart.
I never heard that. That was amazing. It's
got nothing to do with a Mercedes in the garage, how much money in your bank, how high up the corporate ladder you are. It's got nothing to do with that. It's how much love you have in your heart. That's my definition since I was 26, is that's the definition of success. And to me, I'm looking at absolute success. How much warmth do you have in your heart? Right? To me, you are way more successful than Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates.
Mm.
Right?
Man.
And that's not cheap flattery. That's what I'm seeing and sensing and feeling. So, we talked about money, we talked about love. What were the other ones?
Respect.
Respect. In order to garner respect, we have to earn it. I think that's an old saying, you have to earn respect. So, by our behaviors and our actions, people will then respect us for what we are. But we shouldn't be, the ego is clamoring for respect. I need you to respect me. I need you to acknowledge me. I need you to think of me as something special. That's the ego speaking.
Yeah.
But if we can quietly get on with what we're doing without beating our chest, people will respect us for stepping out of our comfort zone, for never giving up. Right? This is you, man.
Yeah, I always say never give up.
Never give up.
Yeah.
Right.
That.
Many other people would have given up a long time ago.
I heard
You're
that
still
so
here.
much. I heard that so much. It's crazy. If I was you, I would have been gave up.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm too cool to quit, though.
Yeah. So respect, money, love. What was the other ones?
Time.
Time. Time is a illusion.
It is?
In this physical world and in our left hemisphere of our brain, it's all linear. It started somewhere and will finish. So in between, there is time. But beyond this realm, beyond this three-dimensional paradigm or dimension, there is no time. There's no energy, there's no matter. There is just this essence of life force that runs through everything. So we have a foot in both camps. We can live in a timeless zone and we can live in time. But if we think about it, if I say there's no time, then there must only be now, this moment of now. And if I ask you to remember when you were 12 in Virginia, I imagine, what the house looked like, you could remember. You can get a picture of it in your mind. But where are you seeing it? You're bringing the past up into present time and seeing it as an image now, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm thinking about it now.
And then if you think, this is what I would like to do in the future, where are you creating that? Where are you imagining it? It's in now. So in essence, there is only now, this moment in time. And now that's gone. Damn it. And now there's this moment. Oh, that's gone now. So the consecutive moments of now. But in the physical world that we live in, we see, well, I was born and I grew up and I was a teenager and I traveled. And then I'm expecting to live a bit longer, whatever it is. And there's nothing wrong with those three elements, as long as we spend most of our time in present time.
Yeah.
Go to the future, decide what you want. Go to the past. What was in that recipe now? It was amazing. I cooked it years ago. Oh, I remember. Blah, blah, blah. And then come back into mindfully present in this moment. And that's what meditation is.
Yeah, I meditate every morning now.
Just being present in that moment. In now. You're not in the future thinking about breakfast. You're not thinking about what you did yesterday. You're just in that moment of now. That's what true meditation is. And that's what you do every morning. Is it any wonder that you're able to keep going? Right? You're topping up on this powerful energy that exists now. Most people are busying themselves like dogs chasing their tails, right? Distracted by Twitter, by Facebook,
Yeah, that's one
by
thing.
Netflix, by anything, rather than go inside and deal with what needs to be dealt with.
Like, even though when I'm standing in Ubud, it's like, it's isolation, but I feel like it kind of, I ain't gonna say slowed me down, but I do a whole lot of thinking. I do a whole lot of sitting still. That's one thing I love about Bali. It seems like I just lose track of time.
Yeah.
And people, I haven't met a materialistic person here yet, because where I'm from, I dress real nice where I'm from. Like now, don't nobody care about it, like how I dress and
It's
stuff.
not who you are,
Yeah,
what you wear.
so I just dress regular. Might have the same shirt on for a couple of days now. I do a whole lot of chilling now, for real. A lot of reflecting, for real. Now I'm just thinking like, man, I'm healed, man. I came to Bali to live permanently. I got a one-way ticket here. Now, after talking to you, I just feel like I'm breezing through now. Like, I actually feel like I'm breezing through now. Like I'm serving my purpose, just breathing through.
In this moment, is there a problem? In this moment. And now you can start thinking about, I've got to get back over those stairs. But in the past, the surgery you've been through, but in this precious moment, right? In this moment of now, everything's perfect. You're
I'm
where
healed.
you're supposed to be, doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, I'm healed, man. God, yeah, you made my day, man.
And we don't know how many days we have on this planet. So you are making the best of every day. Right?
Yeah, it's like now I'm just living, because I had a checklist. I checked everything off my list I wanted to do in life. So now all this felt like icing on the cake. Like, so in this condition, I'd have been bungee jumping, skydiving, scuba diving. I just went to the Gili Islands last week, snorkeling with the statues. People say, you do more than people do that don't got nothing wrong with them.
That's exactly right.
I just be like, that's so crazy.
So you're free, you're liberated, you're empowered by the circumstances that have arisen. And it's my understanding that we create our reality. And it starts with our thoughts. So
I dream.
yeah.
Like, I watch pictures and stuff of this place on the internet. I actually fantasized of being on this property, man. Now I get to show people, like, I'm really, really here, talking to the myth, the man, the legend himself, man.
I don't know about a legend, but
Living legend.
well,
This is amazing, man. I feel honored.
it is me that's honored.
That,
I'm in the presence of a very powerful being.
jeez, man. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get a flight out of Bali in 2 months. I did my time in Bali.
Yeah.
Go somewhere else.
This place, I'm fortunate to be 33 countries and lived in 8, and I've never been to a place like this island, ever.
I can see me living here when it's all said and done. Yeah, I love this place.
Yeah.
Love it.
Well, we built this place and moved in 15 years ago.
Jeez.
And it's been a retreat center. It's a boutique homestay. And we get people from all over the world, and I've run about 7,000 hours of retreats here over a 10-year period. So Bali attracts those wishing to be healed and healers wishing to be able to facilitate healing. So it's an amazing place.
I ain't gonna lie, I was thinking about getting some nights here. But then I'm like, woo, look at all these stairs and rocks and stuff. I might be just restricted because I need assistance getting around a whole lot. And I ain't gonna say that might be pride. I know everybody needs somebody. But I like to just get up and do stuff by myself.
Independent.
Yeah.
Well, we do have one room that's under the main roof that is on the flat level. So you don't have to go out into the garden and over all the stones. So
Okay.
if you, we've been pretty full, but if it's something you'd like to do, then we can arrange that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I gotta do it before I fly out. I gotta do it. I gotta do it.
So,
I'm in heaven right now.
yeah. Present time is heaven. It's all there is. And it is, as I say again, it's good to contemplate. We can contemplate the past. We can contemplate the lessons we've learned. We can contemplate the challenges we're going. We can contemplate what we want to create as a reality for ourselves. So, but always coming back to that centered, grounded, meditative state. And that to me is heaven.
Yeah, this is heaven. Cause when I was supposed to fly over here, I got to the airport. I drove 2 hours to the airport, and they said I couldn't board my flight because I didn't have a Vietnam visa. I said, "Oh my God, I didn't even know I needed that." So I couldn't get my money back. I wasted $1,000. So I said, I'm not getting stuck in America. I'm leaving. I gotta go. I gotta go. So I got a flight for 2 days later. The morning of that flight, I passed out on my face. My face just healed. I had a sore on my face. Now, I couldn't move my limbs. I was stuck on the floor, literally couldn't move my limbs. I had 8 hours to my flight. My aunt and my little cousin, they picked me up and put me in my bed. They said, "You okay?" I lied to them, said, "Yeah, I'm okay," because I didn't want to scare them. I couldn't even open my pain medicine. Next thing I knew, I got tears coming down my face and I just fell asleep. But when I woke up, I can do like this, move my arm. So I took 2 pain pills, went back to sleep. Woke up again, I can sit up a little. Took 2 more pain pills. Each time I went to sleep and took a pain pill, I kept doing that 4 times until I could stand up. But I was in so much pain, it was crazy. I feel like in my heart I should have went to the doctor, but I said if I go to the doctor, they're going to try to keep me. So I went to the airport, sat on a plane in pain, took 2 more pain pills. I know I took probably like 10 or 12 pain pills, going to sleep, pain pills, eat, go to sleep, get up, walk around on the plane, pain pills, until I got to Bali. I felt so good when I got to Bali. My first night here, I fall on the bathroom floor. I'm stuck on the floor 45 minutes to an hour. I said, is God trying to tell me something? It felt like I'm fighting life for real. Like I'm just going against what. But I kept going. Now I'm here, man. Boy. Like I just told somebody, I kind of feel like, not now, but before I spoke to you, I was feeling like I'm fighting a fight that I can't win, but I'm just having fun in the process. Like I actually was feeling like that. What'd you think about that?
I think it's very natural to fight what's going on, but every time we fight or argue with reality, with the universe, we always lose. So think of 2 opposing forces or intentions. So we push against them. This one wants to win, this one wants to win. Right? And so there is a build-up of pressure in the middle.
Mm.
So what if we just take away one side? There's nothing to push it against.
Mm.
So
what side you should take
this
away?
is the soul, this is the authentic self, this is who we really are. And this is an ego, which is a bunch of cells no bigger than a peanut in the left hemisphere.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all about fear. If you put it in a pyramid, fear is at the top. Separateness, feeling separate from someone or the earth or the trees or the water. Or superiority. I'm better than you. my car's better than faster than yours.
Mm-hmm.
And then all these subsets. But ego is all about fear. So the ego wants to win. It will try and make somebody wrong and them right. It will use violence and judgment and cynicism and criticism against them.
Mm.
So the ego is trying to win over the soul, right?
Mm.
So we don't want to crush this. It's there for a reason, right? But we want to transcend it. We want to go beyond it, which is what most of your life has been about these later years, since 2015. The ego would say, just give up, just die. I can't go through this anymore. I'm stupid. Why have I created this karma? All the stories, all right? And yet you've risen above it to become an influencer, to become an inspirational speaker, to become an inspiration to people.
Mm.
Right? So what you've done is you've taken away the pressure and you've gone beyond it. You've empowered yourself. Right? And this is, why do we have an ego, you might say? Is because it shows us what we don't want.
Mm.
Right? It shows us, and if you're anywhere and you arrive at a point where you think, I don't want this. I don't want to read this book. I don't want to watch this movie. I don't want this meal. I don't want this job, this relationship, this location. The moment we say, I don't want it, what's the next question we ask?
Why?
What do I want?
Okay.
What do I want? Right?
Most people don't know what they want.
Exactly. But that's why we have an ego, to show us the path to what do we want. Why don't I want that, we might ask? Because it's not doing me any good. It's pulling me down. It's disempowering me. All right? So if that's all doing all of that, what do I want? I want to be empowered. I want to be free. I want to be brave and courageous. Right? All of those things. So that's why I have an ego. It starts around about 18 months to 2 years of age. Now, I've raised 3 kids, and I saw no evil in them when like this. But around about 2 years of age, we start teaching them, somewhat surreptitiously and usually unbeknown, but we start saying, oh, we have twin girls here. Maya, this is your toothbrush, and Mia, this is your toothbrush. Oh, it was just a toothbrush before, but now it's mine, and I need to protect that. Or, Maya, this is your left shoe, it goes on this left foot, and this one goes on your right foot. Oh, they were just shoes and feet before. Now we've labelled them. Right? And so we teach them duality. Hot and cold, day and night, masculine, feminine, good and bad. All the duality. Right? So the duality is that we have a soul that is filled with compassion and love, and a heart that is filled with love and generosity and kindness and random acts of kindness. It wants to prevail in our lives, and the ego wants to pull it down and sabotage it. And all the time it's showing us what we don't want. So every time we transcend it and go beyond it, we've disempowered it to some degree. I still have an ego, it comes up.
Yeah, you're human.
Yeah. And I say to it, oh, what have you got for me today, ego? And the ego sort of shyly says, oh, more fear. Oh, thanks, I've been down that track for so many times. Right? So thank you for giving me a choice. What do you think the opposite of fear is as a choice?
I think it is being brave,
Being brave.
courageous,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
That's love. That's an act of love. So the opposite of fear is love. And that's what the ego comes up and says, come down the path of fear with me. I say, thanks, but no thanks, I'm going down the path of love. And I consciously choose to tread that path, as you have, as some of the fine, inspirational people on this planet have chosen. Mahatma Gandhi influenced 140 million people
Jesus.
just from his heart.
I always tell people when they ask me what keeps me going, Well, the first thing I say, I just feel like I'm too cool to quit. The second thing I say, the love.
That's it.
It's the love, man. Like before I left Richmond, they had a going away party for me. They tried to surprise me, but somebody spoiled it. It was so many tears, everybody. I said, all these people came out for me on a Monday night.
Yes.
They showed me so much love, and still to this day, like they always show me love. I was in the hospital after my surgeries. The hospital told me I broke the visiting record and all stuff like that. Stuff like without people, I feel like without I ain't gonna say I hate to say this, but I need love. I need the people giving me love. Man. That's like my drug. Love is my drug. Like if the people say I'm not dealing with them no more, I don't like them, I hate them, I probably just wither away, man. I honestly feel like that.
You're powered by love, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is why you're going through this physically, is that you can go beyond the pain, the discomfort, the restrictions, and still living from your heart and expressing love outwards when other people would have given up a long time ago. And they become the victim, right? One of the qualities of the ego is I'm a victim here, right? I'm being dealt a really bad hand. And now what you've done is you've taken your hand and you've made something special about it. You've gone beyond all of that. It's remarkable. And it's powered by love. And love just happens to be the highest force energy in the galaxy, in the cosmos. Much higher vibrational frequency, much more powerful than fear, anytime. Fear is minuscule compared to the power of love. We've been writing about it, writing poetry, Shakespeare. We're singing songs about it. The power of love.
My brain wheels turning right now.
Yeah. So what is God?
Love.
God is love. Whatever label we want to put on it. God, Allah, the Buddha, the universe, whatever label. The moment we try and label it, it's infinite, has no beginning and no ending. So how can we possibly label it? How can we know it? It's so beyond our comprehension that something could be infinite. Oh, the left hemisphere of the brain says, come on, it's got to start somewhere and it will end somewhere. But if you look at the infinity symbol, it has no beginning and no ending. And that is what we have inside us. We are all part of God, of the source, of Brahma, of whatever label. It lies within us. If only we would look inside. Our scriptures have said we've been made in the likeness of God. Right? And yet human beings have made God in the likeness of humans. He's up there with his long beard on a cloud, dishing out punishment, dishing out anger. That's a human construct, right? I don't mean to be disrespectful for any of the writings, but I think we made up a lot of stuff that is not true.
Me too.
Yeah.
Dang.
And we have love inside us. We have that fragment of the whole, right? Of whatever label we want to put it. We have a fragment of that inside us. If only we'd be willing to look inside, instead of always looking outside for the next hit, the next dopamine hit, the next
That's
distraction.
what love does for me, dopamine.
The next distraction, the next American Idol, the next Instagram, the next like I have on Facebook. We're looking all the way outside. If only we would stop and look in. Take the time to get into a meditative state or contemplative state and ask the questions, the deeper one. Who am I? Who am I beyond this physical body? These thoughts that I have, these emotions I carry around, this life story that is my life story. Who am I? Who is witnessing all this? Who is the silent witness to all my thoughts, to all my expressions.
Yeah, that solves so many problems. Just sitting still, closing your eyes, and going. Like sometimes I don't remember the last time I got mad. Something crazy happened or something don't go my way. Something super inconvenient. I just close my eyes and just, oh my God. I just feel better, man. It's crazy.
It seems irrelevant that somebody could say something unkind to us or untrue, and yet the ego takes it personally, right?
It ain't working.
But the heart, the love, the soul just thinks, well, that's your belief system, but it's not mine. I'm not going to buy into that. I'm not going to fight you for it. And the answer is for us to become more conscious. And we would disband injustices. We would disband war. We would disband inequality. We would disband the duality of black and white, gay and straight, Republican, Democrat, whatever it was. We would just see ourselves as one human family, and we're all brothers and sisters. When we get to that point, we will stop fighting each other. And what is it going to take? The light of consciousness shone upon ourselves first, and then outwardly. And you are a living, walking example of this, man. I tell you.
Before you met me, you made me feel good. What made you say what you doing at around 10:30 tomorrow? I clear my schedule for you. I read that. I said, what? What made you say that, man?
Well, I didn't make you happy. You made yourself happy.
No.
I'm just a facilitator. I'm a messenger here. I can't heal anybody, but I can create an environment where healing can take place.
Yeah.
And you, the energy being that you are, heals yourself.
I believe that. I believe it.
Yeah.
You just gotta believe. It's
You do.
all in the mind for real. You just gotta.
We have to have hope, right? Without hope, I have some trust, belief. We have to have hope that there is a better way.
I came over here hoping for a miracle, like somebody just like rub on me and I get up and just walk. That's what I was hoping for. Man.
And when it didn't happen, were you disappointed?
For a quick second, I was.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie. For a quick second, I was.
Yeah.
But then I sit down and think. My perspective is, I mean, I am doing some miraculous things, and a lot of people living through me, they wish they can live like me. I mean, I was paralyzed from the neck down, you know. It could be worse. I came a long way. But then I start thinking like that, am I settling being like this? I'm in the middle, I'm on the fence. Like, am I settling? It's like, I don't want to be like this, but is this my new life? I mean...
Well, let me ask you a question then. We can't change the past.
Nope.
And we don't know what the future is. You can't tell me with 100% accuracy what's going to happen at 4 o'clock this afternoon.
Nope.
And I have no idea.
Anything.
So there's only this precious, sacred moment now. So your past is what it is. You've had your debilitating illness. You've had your tumors and all the bits and pieces that you've gone through. So you could ask yourself, do I need to keep perpetuating that when I still have my story? I've learned how to love through all of this. Could I continue to be healed and heal myself and still be an inspiration and still be a motivational speaker, but I can be healed and be more mobile to spread the love that I have found as a result of this journey? So the question is, are you done with this?
Done with what exactly?
This illness, this restrictions. How does it serve you now? It's served you well because it's helped you arrive at this point where you are the embodiment of love.
Yeah, mentally, I'm done with it. I've been done with it. Mentally. Just mentally, I'm over it. I don't. But physically, It's like, it still is what it is. Like, certain stuff I just can't do right now. I just feel like, should I accept it? But that kind of feels so much like settling, even though it's my reality at the moment. But I'm done with it mentally for sure. But
Very good.
physically, it's still,
Well, emotionally as well.
yeah, emotionally.
Can you, when you say you're done with it, can you visualize what it would look like to have a fully healed body?
Yes.
Very
I
good.
think I dream about that. I had dream about me running, jumping, all that stuff. I just have dreams about playing basketball again, boxing again. I dream about all that stuff again.
Very good.
It just seemed like a fantasy now, though.
So you can create if you've created this reality as I've created mine, and we've collectively created the reality that humanity is experiencing at the moment, primarily fear-based, then you've already created a reality of a life filled with love. Love inside enough, overflowing that you can give it away. You've created that reality. So you've created this trip to Bali. You've created speaking in front of people. This is you as a result of your creation. Right? We're co-creating in the great wheel of life.
Yeah.
So you could potentially, if this is your life path, you could potentially create a reality of a healed body, unless it is serving you not to.
Ooh, that hurt. Oh my God. Please, I hope it ain't the second option, man. Yo, see, that's where I'm at. You said I could create a healed body, or unless it's serving me not to. I just hope it ain't the second ladder of that. Oh my God. But if it is, I just gotta, keep going.
Just keep going with it. But if you are, and we don't know what your future holds for you.
No, we don't.
So maybe you have a future of a body that is not 100% mobile and flexible and fully healthy. Maybe that is your life path. Right? Or maybe you, as I've said, you've been through this in order to discover the true nature of who you are, which is love. And now you're spreading that around and sharing it as an inspirational, motivational speaker. So could you still do that, right, with a very healed body? You just recount. You should have seen me when I was paralyzed from the neck down, right? Do you have photographs of some of this stuff?
Yes.
You're doing a TED talk, right, in Virginia, Richmond, Virginia, TED talk, and you've flashed this up on the screen. This was me in 2015, right? This is me having surgery. This is me. But look at me now. Do you see this? What do you see?
I dream of that day doing that.
Okay, and then feel it. Because it's one thing to see and imagine it.
Oh
You
my
have to
God.
feel it. Because this is the message that goes out to the universe. You feel it. You see and feel yourself running along a beach somewhere, or sitting in meditation in a Vipassana retreat in Bali, or hiking in Richmond, Virginia, right? And you feel it deeply. You never lose that feeling. It's one thing to imagine it, but you have to feel it, because that energy goes out to the universe and says, now I know what you want, right? I'm done with the talking about this and thinking it. Now you're showing me what this feels like. It's a high vibrational frequency. Now I get it. So now I can work with you to help heal this body, if it is to be healed.
See, every
If
time
it's
you
not,
say that.
if it's not, then you've are fully equipped to continue your life spreading this love,
Yeah.
with some discomfort, some pain, right? But you've already overcome that.
Yeah, I kind of got used to the pain.
Yeah.
Cause when I didn't have my Vietnam visa, that morning I went to the pharmacy to get my prescription at 9 o'clock And they said, sorry, we opened at 10. So I said, oh, forget this. I'm not missing my flight. Forget this pain medicine. So I just went to the airport, got turned around, just went back and got my pain medicine. So I said, I always try to look at the bright side. Maybe it was meant for me to miss this flight so I can get my pain medicine. And then when I get to Bali, my doctor wrote me a prescription to refill my pain medicine over here. They don't even have my pain medicine over here. It's illegal to have over here. The doctors don't even prescribe it. I said, oh my God. I got my doctor's permission slip and everything. And the doctors over here said, we don't have that over here. We don't do that.
Oh.
So.
And yet you're still here.
Yeah, with a little bit of discomfort.
Yeah.
Like now, like talking to you, the pain levels just went down for real. Because this conversation took my brain somewhere else and I'm not even thinking about the pain. That's why I like to get out and have fun and be around good people and stuff. 'Cause they keep me sane for real.
Yes.
And I don't really like being isolated because I had too much thinking time. But being around people and love and people that care about me, that keep me going, man. Keep me sane.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. So, it will be there is a certain amount of free will and choice here that you could potentially heal this body. Say, it served me well, I can still express my love, I can still motivate and inspire people. I don't have to be restricted. And if that path is meant to be, then it will unfold. I don't believe in coincidences, I do believe in synchronicity. Right? That we're here having this conversation now because a guy said you need to go and see him, right?
Yeah, right. I met him on Instagram.
Yeah. So there's a lot of synchronicity that's going on to bring about these things. But I do believe that we are capable of healing these bodies. We came from nature, and nature renews and regenerates itself. It takes in the carbon, the CO2, and pushes out oxygen. It renews and regenerates itself. So if we're from nature, then we should be able to renew and regenerate ourselves. But we don't want to renew and regenerate cells that are diseased. We can put a thought process in there that every cell, every of the 60 to 100 trillion cells is vibrating and 100% healthy. If we just play that game of renewing and regenerating, then I believe that we can heal, if we are meant to heal.
Yeah, I've been healing because after the first brain surgery, we took 2 tumors off my cerebellum. You know, that control your motor skills. So it took me like 6 months to be walking without a cane. Then I had to get another brain surgery. Then it took me like 4 months, and I was stuck with the cane. Went from can't move at all to the wheelchair to the walker to the cane. Then I had to get a double hip replacement. It's like after each surgery, my physical just was taking a step down, man.
Yes.
It's like my body just been taking a beating. And now I'm with the walker now.
It's a miracle.
Yeah, so it seemed like if, God forbid, another surgery have to happen, then I take some more steps down. Man. Jeez, man, this is crazy.
There's a process I use for myself, and it's called radical surrender.
Oh, I like how that sounds.
And radical acceptance. So whatever is coming up in the moment, I'm radically surrendering it, because this is the reality. Right? Whatever. I mean, I could have thought to myself, oh, I hope it's sunny for this guy today. And we've got the mountains out here and the light is all different. But now it's grey and overcast. We had a bit of rain and I'm disappointed. Right? So I can churn myself up. But the reality is that it is grey and overcast today. I don't want to argue with that reality. And so I just surrender into it, right? And then take away any resistance to it being another way.
I look at it like It ain't gonna last forever. The skies will get sunny again.
Yeah. So I think that leaves a potential for healing. Because if we're this is the inner conflict. I don't want this. I don't want this pain. I don't want this body. I don't want this or that. Now we're creating an inner conflict within ourselves.
Yeah.
So if we take away that resistance and surrender into it, we're able to weather that storm. We're able to deal with whatever's occurring at the time.
Yeah.
And then that, to me, facilitates the opportunity for healing.
Yeah.
And let's talk about the placebo effect.
Okay.
You know, the placebo effect is two groups that have been diagnosed with an illness. One group's half and half, 10 in this group gets a sugar tablet, the other 10 gets the medicine. Right?
Oh, I know about this.
And healing takes place on both sides.
Because the mind.
Right? How can that happen? These guys are taking sugar tablets. They heal because they believe that this tablet will heal me, because they don't know which one they got. They don't know if they got the medicine or a sugar tablet, but they do believe, I believe this will heal me. And so, with no medicine, right, they heal. So this tells you about the power of thought, the power of love. That's our placebo. If we believe and have hope and faith that we can be healed, we can be healed.
Yeah. Hey, sorry, man. I got to use the bathroom right quick.
How far the bathroom is?